We're taking vast amounts of carbon from deep underground and putting this in the atmosphere. This is crazy.
In April, Elon Musk set the internet on fire again. Honestly, at this point, we're not even surprised. We've just accepted the fact that this dude is going to radically improve the world. And now, he's tackling carbon emissions. How is he going to do that? Well, just keep watching because we've got the answer to the question, is Elon Musk giving away $100 million? Let's dive right into it, shall we? What's the prize about? Based on the comments we've read, many young people think that this prize is something like an Instagram giveaway, so it's only fair to explain what the prize is all about and who can actually win it. You see, to win the prize like this, you will have to come up with a way to collect carbon dioxide emissions from the atmosphere. Because this is one of the biggest problems in the world today, Musk has said that he will give a $100 million prize to anyone who comes up with a way to combat global warming.
And the long-term probability of survival of humanity and life as we know it, we must become a multi-planet species.
Since many of the strategies of reducing CO2 emissions have failed, we should be looking for solutions that focus on collecting CO2 emissions. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but how does one enter into the contest? Well, keep watching if you want to know everything about the contest. How you can register, how the prize pool is going to be divided, what are the criteria for winning, and so much more. First things first, the rules and guidelines for entry. We want teams to build real systems that can make a measurable impact at a gigatron level. Whatever it takes, time is of the essence. This is what Elon Musk said when he was addressing the problem of climate change, and he actually put his money where his mouth is.
It was very bizarre. And when I tell people that, they're like, what?
But there are some specific requirements that you need to meet before entering the competition. And yes, this is an open contest. Teams can come from any corner of the world. They could be made up of amateur students that have a vision and a drive for tackling this problem, or it could be companies and organizations that think they have the sufficient brain power to come up with a solution. Also, if you consider yourself to be the Da Vinci of our time, then by all means, find a solution as an individual. It all works well, you just have to register on their site. You will get to keep the prize money all to yourself. And you'll have 4 years to come up with a solution, or until Earth Day 2025. That's April 22nd, 2025. Teams can't sign up until 2024, and after that, you will only have to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Sorry, but no. In reality, you'll have a year until the winner is announced, and we will have something to add here. You see, there's a small fee of $250 that you need to pay upon registering your team. While some consider this bad policy, it will actually do two things. One, it will make sure that there are no trolls entering the competition. It's pay to play, and this will dissuade all of those who just want to register for the heck of it and aren't serious about competing. Second, the money that the teams will pay won't go to Elon Musk's pocket. They will actually be turned over to X Prize Alumni Network. And despite this registration fee, there are over 3,000 teams that have already registered from the beginning of the competition. The prize money is not actually going to be handed out to the participants that are going, and they won't just give the prize away on April 22nd, 2025, to the group that came to the closest to solving this problem. The foundation has set up 3 requirements that tell you exactly what you need to do in order to win. If no one meets them, say goodbye to the prize money. You see, what Elon Musk is looking for is for the organization to come up with a way to create a gadget, trinket, machine, whatever, that will be able to remove a gigaton of CO2 emission per year in order to fight global warming. And this is not some bogus number that Elon Musk pulled off the top of his head. The International Panel on Climate Change has said that we will need to find a way to remove about 10 gigatons of CO2 per year by 2050 if we are to keep the temperature from rising by 1.5 or 2 degrees. And yes, in 4 years' time, the innovators or teams that are registered for this competition will have to demonstrate that their machine actually works and can pull carbon dioxide from either the planet's atmosphere or the oceans and then hide it away, or better yet, use it to produce something else. So, wouldn't that make it really expensive for the team to build a machine that will pull 1 gigaton of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? This means that the prize money will be useless, right? No, not really, because the contestants are needed to come up with a solution that will be able to collect only about 1,000 tons of CO2 per year, but that's not all. The machine has to be scalable. Well, what does that mean? Well, to simply put this, to win the prize, you don't have to invent something that will remove 1 megaton of CO2 per year. Instead, you have to come up with a machine that will clean just 1,000 tons of CO2 per year, and then, by installing more of these machines around the world, the organization would be able to clean 1 megaton of CO2 annually. But bear in mind, the price to build or buy the CO2 collecting machines can't be more expensive than 1 megaton of carbon dioxide. Otherwise, it would only be counterproductive. And the third criteria for winning has to do with Elon Musk's real goal, which is to remove 1 gigaton of CO2 per year. If your company meets the 2 above-mentioned criteria, then it will need to present a way how Musk could potentially build a system that could allow him to reach the gigaton goal. But wait a second, you mean one individual would get all of the $100 million, and there's nothing for those that came in second or third place? Not really. Here's how the pricing of the deals will go down. Prize pools. The competition will be divided into 2 parts, and at the finish of them, the X Prize Foundation will give out separate prizes. After 12 months, aka April 22nd of 2022, Musk and his team will analyze the teams and their progress. The 15 teams that are progressing the most will receive a $1 million incentive to keep up the good work. But before this fall, teams of students that are either direct participants in the X Prize carbon removal or they're in the process of developing supportive technologies will receive an award of up to $5 million. As we said, these funds will be released in the fall of 2021. Basically in just a few months' time. And we should talk a little more about the students participating in the competition. You see, to be eligible for the $5 million prize pool in the fall of 2021, you will have to be younger than 35 and show proof that you have been enrolled in a course at university. If this is the case, then you can win and you will be able to participate in one of 2 prize pools. 1. Student carbon removal demonstrations. This is where the foundation will reward students with $250,000 for carbon removal demonstration, and they will have $3 million allocated for these students. 2. Measurement, reporting, and verification technologies. For winning one of the 20 $100,000 prizes, the student teams should actually present a product that doesn't necessarily aid in removing carbon dioxide, but it will actually help the other teams when making the CO2 removing machines. Special preference is placed on tools that can accurately measure carbon in natural ecosystems. And then we have the second part of the competition. That's to be where the grand prize will be handed to the winner that meets all of the criteria. By this time, there will only be $80 million remaining of the largest incentive prize in the history of the world. X Prize will choose a winner that will take the grand prize of $50 million, and then they will hand out another $10 million to the 3 runners-up, making for a total of $30 million. So let the game for the $100 million begin, and may the best team win. Oh, we almost forgot. If you want to participate in this project but you're not the engineer type that likes to build stuff, you could still help the organization. If you're passionate about fighting climate change, then you can either use your skills to help the X Prize recruit teams, help scale winning solutions, or even support team success. And there's a special link on the X Prize website that you can visit if you want to help a worthy cause.
We essentially are running an experiment, and that experiment is to test the carbon capacity of the oceans and atmosphere.
Of course, if you just want to be watching how the competition is progressing, then there's a free newsletter that you can sign up to. Just give them your email address and they will send you notifications on how everything is going.
You know, we're really playing a crazy game here with the atmosphere and the oceans.
On a related note, do you think that some team will be able to come up with a solution before April 22nd, 2025? You can tell us in the comments section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.